Welcome back. The Jewish Federation is launching a new campaign to fight back against anti-Semitism. The method? Billboards. In tonight's UnPHILtered, I spoke with the CEO about why it's important now more than ever to speak up against hate. Mark, good to see you. Thanks for joining us for UnPHILtered tonight. Really interesting conversation to have. Tell me about this billboard campaign.
Well, anti-Semitism right now is at a 40-year high. The Anti-Defamation League says that it really hasn't been this way in the Midwest in generations, really, in a lot of ways. And so we're trying to reach out to really spread that word. The Jewish community right now is only about 2.4% of the American population, which is a really small minority. And so it's our responsibility to raise awareness, but we can't do this alone. So putting up a billboard was really our way of asking for help, really sensitizing people to the issue and to say, we can't do this alone. How can people help us?
Okay, so how's it going to work? When do you roll it out? All the details in regards to the billboards.
Well, the billboard went up just last week. It's located in Fountain Square, right off of Prospect Street. It's way up on top of a building, but hopefully it should have about 5 million eyes a month to take a look at it. And so what we're doing is it sends people to a website. It gives people a hashtag so people can really show their solidarity, or at the website really find some ways that they can take active support to help us with the Jewish community.
We talked a little bit off air about this. Why and how did you decide to go the billboard route?
Well, it's kind of funny. In today's day and age, it's hard to reach a wide variety of people these days. So, newspapers, television, with all due respect, and commercials especially, people aren't necessarily looking at them in the same way we used to look at them. So how do you reach a wider audience? And a billboard, low technology, it's still there. Everyone sees a billboard. We're all reading them every day. It's a way of really reaching a general population.
Mark, isn't it a little surprising that in 2023 we're talking about this issue? I mean, anti-Semitism, every single year you look at the hate crime stats and anti-Semitism is right up there at the top.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, we're 2.4% of the American population, but 57% of all religious hate crimes are directed at the Jewish community. And this is a new thing. Like you said, it hasn't been this way in a long time. When I was growing up, it wasn't there. But my kids, I'd say, have now experienced more anti-Semitism in their lifetime, especially their time on college campuses, than I have in my whole life. It really has gotten worse. It's changed in a way that's really very, very fundamental. And the reason that we're trying to make such a big stink about it right now and really raise awareness at this point, while it's still on the rise, hopefully to stop that. The last thing we want is for this to become normalized.
Right.
For people to say, of course this is happening against the Jewish community. It's always happening, and people stop listening to it. That would be the worst possible scenario. We have to just stop this. We need to, it hasn't been this way for a long time. How can we make it not happen anymore?
Why do you think it's on the rise?
I don't really know. I mean, I think that there's a lot of extremism in a lot of places in this country. One thing that is kind of true about this, or at least we think is true about this threat to the Jewish community, is that it's coming from both extremes. Really, you have people on one side who have never liked the Jewish community in one way, and you have people on another side who are just finding that, if you're tying the Jewish community with Israel and some of the things that are going on in Israel, and because of that, it's really, we're getting hit really with a fire hydrant of hate at this moment.
Yeah. Getting back to the billboards, Mark, I know you put up the one. Do you foresee maybe putting up others around central Indiana as well?
It could absolutely happen. We're kind of excited about this one, getting it up there. We're going to count the eyes on the website, see if it has any impact. And absolutely, I think this might be something that we do in the future. It's part of a nationwide trend. I mean, billboards are going up in New York and Chicago and Los Angeles, Dallas, really around the country right now. This is the thing to be doing. And so we're very excited that Indiana can be really at the beginning of that tide.
I have about a minute left, Mark. Final word.
No, I just want to thank everybody and thank you. I mean, it's really important that we're doing this again. We cannot do this alone. We need partners. We need this community to stand up with us. So anything people can do, go to the website, see what they can do, and give us a hand.
And of course, we'll have that information on WishTV.com as well. Mark, always good to see you. Thank you for taking some time. Anytime we can get you on, we most certainly will, sir.
Thank you so much. Take care.